Have a schematic in my home. Have a schematic in my home. If I don't read, my soul be lost. Nobody's fault but mine. Oh yeah, a little Blind Willie Johnson for you. All right, back at it. Day 62 on this project here. Did a little thinking, did a little studying. Put the fired up the two brain cells and coming up with a new plan here. So what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to try and get rid of the snap, crackle, and pop. So we're going to get rid of these, or replace these. Somebody at the door?
Ding dong! Who's that at the door?
Quiet, we're trying to make a movie here. Hey, nobody's talking to you. Oh, you just wanted to show everybody your bone? Oh, you dropped your bone. Ugh. Alright, be quiet. I'm making a movie. Alright, as I was saying before we were so rudely interrupted, replacing the capacitor did not get rid of the snap, crackle, pop. Hey, are you going to do this voiceover? My God, what a little attention whore. Anyway, as I was saying, replacing the capacitor did not fix our snap, crackle, pop, bacon, frying noise issue. So the next step, I'm going to just whip out and replace all of the plate resistors, or at least channel 1, or the normal channel. See if that helps the problem. Pardon me. So that's going to be mission number 1.
As always, should you or any of your IM force be caught or killed, the Secretary will disavow any knowledge of your actions. This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
We got these guys. I thought I have a small selection of carbon comps, but I don't have 100Ks, so we'll use these guys. This is normally what I would use if, like, I was building a clone or something. I would not be using these carbon comps, but, you know, this is a nice old amp. It would be cool to have the brown resistors in there, but, yeah, whatever. Function over form. Step 2 is, I think we're going to add some screen resistors. If we read our schematic, this guy does not have any screen resistors whatsoever. So I think even adding, 470 ohm, that'll be an improvement, and that'll possibly help us with our Ben Franklin problem. That was step 2. And step 3, I forgot what step 3 was, but it was important. Alright, let's do step 1 and step 2. Maybe it'll come back to me. So, wish me luck. Now I remember the third thing and the fourth thing. If you will recall, V4B, the plate voltage is 190, and it's calling for 150. That being said, V4 is supposed to be a 6U7, but it's a 12A something something something. I imagine it's probably a 12AU or a 12AT, probably a 12AU. I got a 12AX7 in there. Not exactly sure what I want to do about that. I imagine they changed the circuit to match what they were actually physically installing there. So I guess this is probably a bad assumption, but we're going to assume that that's what they want with the 12A tube in the V4 position. So we're going to let that slide for now. And then the other thing, I think I'm going to put a couple of like grid stoppers here, because there's nothing between these stages. Just to put a little something in there. I think Bradley did that on his. So maybe that'll help us. So I'm going to try that for giggles and shits, see what happens. But I got the new plate resistors installed. There they are, looking all nice and shiny and blue. Nice, I couldn't have made that any worse if possible. The color bands are going in different directions. What are we gonna do? Here's a little pro tip for you. Instead of buying, 18 different sizes of 632 screws and 18 different sizes of 1032 and 832. Just buy one size that's long enough for basically every function. And then this little section here that nobody ever uses in their wire strippers. Alright, I got a 632, screwed into 632, down to the size you want, right about there, and boom. Perfect size every time, unless it isn't. There you go. Look at that. Perfect. Nailed it. This is how we twist one up around here. Oh yeah. So I'm starting on the replacing the heater wires, and oh my god, the 6.3 volt filaments were just tacked onto the tube socket here. Not cool, Gibson. Not cool.
And to all the players out there, what does this mean? Playing authentic.
So rewiring heater wires is a real pain in the gonads. Not because of the actual installing the new wires, but getting the old wires off and all the friggin' crap and strands. And I don't know if you can see that. If you can see that right there, the tonepriest broke one of the little terminals.
No, God!
So, I'm going to be installing a new tube socket. I think that's going to wait till the morning though. So, talk to you in the morning. Alright, I got the new tube socket installed. I only had the kind with the shield, built-in shield thingy here. Which is kind of not what we want for the power tube, but it's not hurting anybody. And I also labeled the tubes. This particular amplifier obviously is different than this, what the schematic calls for. We have a 6EU7, 12AU7, 6EU7, 12A. I have an AX7 in here. That's probably not what they originally had intended for this thing. But maybe we'll do some experimentation. 12AU7 and then a couple of 6BQ5/EL84s. So hopefully we don't stick the wrong tube in the wrong socket now. And again, if you're working on one of these, just make sure, pardon me, make sure you check your pinouts to see what the factory had intended on that day. Alright. Alright, we're going to pause here for a second to insert a segment of Your Taste in Music Sucks. Use your search function and find this video. This is a real gem. A real nugget of gold, if you'll pardon the pun. Golden Earring live at Rock Palast, 1982. Outstanding. If you want to go straight to the good stuff, I believe it starts at like 43.5 minutes. But fantastic. These guys are the masters. I mean, we all love Great White and all, but these guys really show us how it's done. So enjoy that. I mean, come on, what's not to love? We got the bass player with the double neck Dan Electro, I believe. Playing a BC Rich Bitch, are you kidding me? And then the trusty Telecaster. I mean, come on. Ew. Well, not everybody's perfect, but well, it's not that we don't like Marshalls and all, it's just that we like other stuff just a little bit better.
Hi. Okay, let's go.
But that's okay. Nothing wrong with a good old Marshall stack. You know, trusty old standby, right? Am I right? Prove me wrong. But good stuff. Check it out. Just found another rare close-up of the amplification they're using here. Looks like we got a Vox AC something or other. Don't know a whole much about Voxes other than, you know, Brian May, the Stone Temple Pilots guy uses it, so, you know, can't be wrong there. And I'm not exactly sure what that thing is. Maybe an acoustic or something? Don't know. I don't know if that's the Telecaster guy's amp, or maybe if that's another bass amp or something. Probably another bass amp. Looks to be like a solid state something or other. So I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, could be talking out my ass. Anyway, good shit. Great rock star pose right there. Hey, look what the letter carrier just dropped off. I'll have to open this up and take a look. Yeah. What the hell? It's the middle of August and we got mayflies everywhere. I don't know what's going on here. We got these other things now, like these friggin' gigantic flies, which are like as big as vultures. They just land on your neck and start sucking your blood.
Blizzards, buzzards, bastards.
I don't know what the hell that's all about. This is the greater New England area. This isn't the Louisiana bayous. But whatever. That's neither here nor there. But yeah, well actually it is kind of swampy right now. Swampy and hot. But I'm dealing with it. I mean, I got the doors and windows open so I can clear out all the lead smoke from the solder, and not using the air conditioner. You know, I want to keep the noise down for the so I can get the supreme quality of these Hollywood movies I'm making here. And plus, we want to spend our electric bill on other more important stuff, you know. But yeah, get your house in order. That's probably some good advice. Anyway, let's open this sucker up and see what we got. Here we are. Inside the little box, we get a couple of bundles of happiness. Not those kind of bundles, you maniacs. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Aha. What we got here? RCA.
But first, an important message from RCA Victor.
Only the best, baby. 6 PQ5. So that's replacement tube number 1. Is the supposedly the readings. Is that good? I don't know what that means. Looks good to me. It's an RCA. How bad can it be? Alright, bundle number 2. What do we got here? Sylvania.
For the past 2 years, I've been telling you, with some interruptions, that an independent test for Best Color Picture, the Sylvania Superset beat RCA.
Nice. Ooh, those numbers are bigger. This has got to be better. Bigger's always better. Am I right? Am I right? So there we go. We got some backups. Cool. All right. Got the new socket installed. Let's get back to the wiring of the heaters, or the rewiring of the 6.3 volt filament wires. Here we go. All right, so I finished up the new heater wires here. I think that came out all right. I'm gonna check to make sure there's continuity from one end to the other. Also, we got the new screen resistors in here. Also doing a little research on, you know, having volume even when the volume knob's on 0. Looks like the general consensus is, you know, use the volume knob on your guitar, you know, or turn it up to 11. So we're not going to mess with that, especially since the tone stack here has not much to do with the tone stack in the old schematic. Again, this thing is a total mess. The schematic really has nothing to do with reality, but tone stack sounds pretty sweet, so, you know, if it ain't broke, let's not fix it. So alright, I'm just going to double check all my work, and I'm going to dial it up on the old Variac and see what happens. Okay, imbecile alert right here. See the problem? I didn't see the problem. I was firing it up on the Variac. I was getting nothing, no noise, no nothing. I put my probes on the end of the power cord, check for continuity between the primary. I was getting nothing. But of course I didn't have the switch on.
Have no fear! Handyman is here!
So, god damn. Yeah, the problem here, I checked voltages on all the plates and stuff. Obviously the transformer's still working, thank God. Check the voltages, everything looks good until I get down to V1 and there's no voltages on the plates, and yeah. Those should have been over here.
Well, there's your problem right there, Vern.
God damn. So, it's not like the entire world is watching. Check it out. Variac. Seems like we have some very early breakup. I imagine, you know, these guys have something to do with that. But we'll keep playing around. Maybe we'll take them out. Maybe we'll do something different. But that's better than we were a couple minutes ago. All right, here we are at a $120, well, $121. We're overclocking our amplifier. Still getting a little bit of noise, so we're going to throw in some shielded cables on the where they belong, and hopefully that'll clear that up a little bit. Plus, I'm sitting right next to my friggin' computer, and this thing's like a radio station, a Texas radio and the Big Beat type style radio station as far as noise is concerned. But I haven't biased it yet, just checking it out. She seems pretty stable. The readings are about the same as they were before. Maybe the wattage is a little higher. Maybe the current's maybe a smidge higher. But the back of the chassis says 0.7 amps at 117 to 120 volts. So I think we're well within reason. But yeah, tremolo's still not working. Good times. But check this out. This will almost definitely blow out the phone microphone, the phone, but or the phone speaker, whatever. But that's normal channel on 10. Let's go over to the reverb channel and put it on 3. No, let's turn on 10. Woo!
Telling you, keep playing, man.
Alright, enough of that. So I'm going to check the bias and do some other stuff. We'll get an update after I do that. Okay, so if we do the math here, check the bias, and we're currently at 10.45 watts of plate dissipation. I think that's pretty good. Gotta remember, we're still on training wheels, so that's probably going to go up a little bit. Definitely has plenty of gain on this amp, but that last demo I did, that was with my Ibanez RG470, and that's got the parallel access humbuckers in it. Those are like super duper high gain.
I'm running 2 humbuckers. They're Seymour Duncan pickups, and what it is, it's a custom model pickup that I have out. It's called a Blues Trembucker.
Pickups. So with like the Telecaster and the normal channel, you know, you get that real nice vintage Telecaster through a Gibson GA-20RVT tone, and on the reverb channel, it's, yeah, you get some shred-worthy gain. So oh, sorry about that. So I think we're gonna stop fussing around with all the, you know, super high voltage crap, and gonna put in the shielded cable on the input jacks and go into the reverb tank, and then gonna try and sort out the tremolo, and hopefully the reverb works. I had to order some parts for the tremolo circuit, so I just ordered those yesterday, so it'll probably take a week for that to arrive. It's coming from Amplified Parts / Antique Electronics, so those usually take about a week to show up. So we'll do what we can. Maybe in the interim we'll fix up the cabinet, And yeah, she's looking pretty good. She's getting there. Getting there. She's a real ripper. Real ripper for sure. Look at that. That's a beaut. It's going to be a nice one. It's going to make somebody very happy. Oh, it is right here. It's the F&Ts, baby. And the generic ones in concert. That's how you get the good tone. All right, how was that?
Gotta keep playing.
Again, as always, I'm sure everyone's super impressed with my awesome guitar playing. But we're trying. Yeah, a lot of feedback because, yeah, this whole situation probably isn't conducive to anything but feedback. So yeah, the noise level is way down. And I forgot to mention the frying bacon is gone, so, pardon me. Shout out to Fazio Electric. I just happened to, YouTube happened to play one of her videos. I think it was about the white Fender amp that she did. She mentioned the cooking bacon can be plate resistors, and well, she was right. So there you go.
So the next part that I would suspect would be the preamp tube plate resistors. So these resistors commonly deteriorate over time. They can break down and introduce noise. And the reason why this can cause such a great effect to the overall performance of the amp is that These resistors provide the high voltage to the tube's plates, and they also provide the signal out from the tube. So they have a dual purpose, and it can really affect, as you can hear, introduce weird noises, crackling, stuff like that into the signal.
You can find her link by using your search function. So I believe the problem with the tremolo, I think the neon light is out. I'm gonna have to order some of those. I don't know how long that's gonna take, but I'm not gonna button all this up and make it look pretty and do all, you know, there's not a whole lot you can do to wire dress for this friggin' living abortion here, but you know, we can do a little bit, but that's gonna have to wait until I make a new roach. So I gotta order some light bulbs, and I got a million LDRs, or yeah, light dependent resistors, or whatever they're called. I got a million of those, but I do not have the little neon light that Gibson uses in their amps. I believe that's getting like 190 volts or something crazy like that. So it's definitely a special little lamp you need. But what I think I'm going to do, since it sounds so great, I think I'm going to temporarily put this back in the cabinet and see what the, you know, what it sounds like in its almost completed condition. So stay tuned for that for sure. Get to hear some more of my awesome guitar playing. Alright, slight change of plans here. When I bought these amplifier lots that I bought recently, all the chassis were already pulled, and I do not have the screws I need to mount the chassis, so I'm going to have to order some of those. But yeah, we'll get her MacGyvered up, see how she sounds. Alright, I gotta chill out, it's getting late. I don't want the cops to show up.
Oh, shit. At ease, Hightower. At ease. Don't do that, Hightower. If you don't stop, you are out of here. Mister, I am warning you, Hightower. No.
Good stuff.
Keep playing.
Well, there you have it, folks. She's about 99% the way there. Or maybe about 90. Still got a little work to do on this cabinet. I'm going to fix up all these spots where the Tolex is peeling up. Clean it all up. That speaker I haven't cleaned up yet. It's covered in DNA. But yeah, the wiring, I think we're good. Other than the tremolo, we need to, you know, replace the neon light there. But it's going to take probably at least a week for the parts to show up. So something to look forward to. But, you know, look at that. Not bad for a redneck amp repair, right? Am I right? Am I right? Prove me wrong. I mean, MacGyver amp repair right here. The dog won't mind. That's the dog's pillow. Yeah, so I think we're going to end part 3 here. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope my awful guitar playing didn't offend anyone too badly. That ain't sketchy. Not at all. But yeah, I couldn't be happier. Could not be happier. So stay tuned, and we'll see you in part 4 shortly, hopefully. Keep on rocking in the free world.
Done.